No, so we'll be looking at the
Okay.
phone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We'll be here enjoying popcorn and
Hell yeah, dude.
by the reserved. Is it a parking sign?
Hello, everyone.
Do you know where we're at right now?
Wilkes Booth or something,
Bar?
right? Wilkes Bar? I don't
Wilkes
know.
Bar, Pennsylvania / Scranton, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Mohegan Sun Arena.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
It looks like.
Yeah, we are.
And there's Rob.
There's Rob.
Wondering what the hell we're doing. It's our PM's walking out, wondering what's going on over here.
God damn it, he's coming. That's it.
It's going to interrupt us. We don't want to do that.
We have to do it now. We
We'll
won't.
have to do it later.
Yeah, we'll have to do it later.
So.
You walked all the way up there?
No, I just sat down in the lower area. Maybe over here we won't be so rudely interrupted.
Yeah.
By other crew members.
My jealous crew members.
Jealous crew members that want to be on film. You know? Although we are on an angle here, but that's okay.
This is great, dude. I like it. I like this, dude.
Kind of comfy, I think.
Yeah.
I don't want to spill my coffee here. But, yeah. Hey.
Hey, everyone. I'm back.
So he's back. Roadie Shorts is back, people.
Yeah.
I haven't done one of these in a long time. You know, the last one I did was with Michael Miller.
I hate him. I'm just kidding, Michael.
Wow.
I did
Lots of
hate
love.
how long you would take in your showers time, you know?
Oh, he takes a long time to shower?
It'd take like an hour. I kid you not. You know?
He's not a big dude.
He's not. He doesn't have a lot of hair either. So
No.
I don't know what he would do in
Less
there.
than me.
So it would take him an hour. But anyways, I love him. He's a good dude, man. But this guy's great too.
Everybody that watches that, Michael's a good friend of mine.
Yeah.
We're not bad mouthing you, Michael. Too much.
Yeah.
This is Luis, everybody.
Hello,
Luis,
everyone.
and you told me how to pronounce your last name today.
Muñoz.
Muñoz.
M-U-N-O-Z. Enye. Not N.
Enye, not N.
Yeah, so.
All right. Right on. We're out here on the Bush tour. How long have you been working with Bush?
Yeah, I've been working with Bush for about a year now.
About a year. Okay.
Yeah, so, yeah, probably like a year and like a week or two. So
Luis
I started
is
with
a
them. Yeah.
bass technician.
But I started with Chris, the guitar player.
Oh, you did?
I
did? I didn't know that. Okay.
And then they put me with Gavin for a show, and then they wanted me to do Corey and Gavin, and I was like, hell no. Nothing personal against them, but it's like,
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah,
it's
a lot.
like,
Yeah.
you know, Gavin deserves his own guy.
Yeah, each
so
guy should have a guy.
it's, you know. And then I found my home with Corey, the bass player.
Sweet. And you're having a blast.
Dude, I always
It is
have,
fun.
It's
every
fun.
day. We got to jam today. Me and
We did.
Luis.
Yeah, dude.
a little ZZ. Yeah.
It was cool, man. It was a good jam.
It was very cool. Very cool. I don't think one of our other guys might have not liked it so much.
I know, dude.
Stomping all over his
Haters.
time
I know.
to shine. But anyway, I want to backtrack a little bit because you haven't really been touring that long, right?
I have not.
You've been working mostly. You have a guitar shop.
Yes, so I have a guitar shop in LA, and
What's
I've
the
been
name of
doing
that?
Modern Guitar Tech.
Okay.
And it's in Boyle Heights, East LA, downtown LA vibes.
I'll put a link in the description.
Yeah.
If you need any guitar stuff.
Yeah, so
Done.
that's how I started. I've been doing that since 2012.
Yep.
And then I was telling Pete that, dude, my first gig, is that what you were kind of going to?
Yeah. I wanted to know how this started for you, really.
So one of my clients, I mean, I always wanted to be a guitar tech. I always wanted to tour.
Okay.
Yeah. I always wanted to try it at least.
Yeah. But you were a player.
Yeah. So I was in bands, and I was doing, you know, my repair stuff at home, which is great. It was cool. So really, you know, happy with my life. Band fell apart like they do in LA.
Yeah.
Didn't make it, and happy with it, you know. But one of my clients at some point asked me if I'd have any interest in being a guitar tech. For him, he played with this artist LP, and it was a South America run. And I was like, dude, I want to go to South America.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. You know, so he's like, cool, I'll put you in touch with the PM, and started talking to him. Next thing you know, I'm like, I'm ready. I'm like signed up. And then it's like, this is how little I knew about what a guitar tech was.
Right, sure.
Because nobody, I mean, you know, you just see these guys on stage.
I didn't know when I started either.
You know, it's like, I go to concerts and I would just like look at these guys like trying out the guitar. I was like, man, that must be such a fun job. That's so cool. Yeah. And like handing the guitars and doing the changes, you know, like mesmerized by it. And anyways, you know, like I remember I showed up to rehearsal and, you know, I grabbed all the guitars and, you know, I was setting them up and changing the strings and tuning them up, and at some point the production manager, that's what PM stands for, he came around and he's like, hey, like the band's almost here, like they're gonna be here like in an hour. And I was like, yeah. He's like, are you not gonna set up the amps or the pedal boards? And I was like, huh?
What?
Yeah, what? He's like, you got to set up the amps and their boards and plug them in. And I was like, that's my job. He was, I mean, we've become really good friends now, you know, but it's like, I remember his look on his face of like,
oh my God,
who did I hire? Who is this guy? You know, and I'm over here all proud and shit, tuning, and it's like, dude, these instruments are going to play perfect. Not understand. I don't know.
It's a lot more in depth than people think it is, you know. And for me too, where, you know, I just go set up drums and take them down every day. Yeah, it's really a little more than that.
Oh, dude. And I mean, that's what makes it interesting, because every day there's some new challenge, or you know, you gotta work with the people in that said town.
Yeah, sure.
You know,
and going from tour to tour, when you're not the main support act too. Whether you're the main support act or not, you're dealing with different bands, you're touring with different attitudes, different guys, different stage managers, different venues, different stage hands. You know, the whole, every day is different in that way. Yeah. Even though some of these places all look the same. Most people look the same. Yeah. The people change. And, you know, it's different attitudes everywhere you go. And different levels of expertise or not. Yeah. You know?
Oh, so. Boy. Yeah, and how, you know, the stress. I mean, it really does sometimes feel like you're on, I mean, I've never been in the military, but just, you know, you're on this like traveling either circus or, you know, it's like the trenches, you know. But
so what is your favorite thing about touring so far, since it's still fairly new to you, really? But I
think the traveling part,
seeing places,
seeing places, you know, like even I know Pete does his little popcorn thing. I do like a cappuccino thing, not as official as he does. I just, you know, pick a place when we have a day off and I'll just walk to it. Yep. And like a coffee place. And
Luiz has a French press on the bus.
Yes.
Just so you know, no Keurig shit for him.
No. So I'll do that. I love that. I love the people. I love, like, you know, meeting you, like, you know, first tour we've done
first tour we've done together,
you know, so it's like
new faces.
Yeah, and then you know, like, it's, you know,
and then seeing some of the old faces again. Maybe you haven't seen them in a while. Yeah, you're back on tour with them.
Yeah,
you don't really see those people off the road.
Yeah,
you know, that's
you start cool. Because it would always, like, before I got into it, I was always, you know, again, like trying to get into it, and I was just like, fuck, nobody would give me a shot, and it was like, it was like frustrating. It was like, like I'm ready, hire me, you know. And I don't know, you start to understand, like when you start touring, you start to understand everything that you were just saying, you know, like attitudes, you know, like qualifications, like there's so many variables that play,
aspects of it,
that play a part in it, where it's like,
you
know, and sometimes you meet people that are just like amazing, and they just, it's, you know, it's like, I always think of like this square in Tetris, where it's like, oh dude, you get a square, or just like the line, they fit everywhere. You know? And sometimes you get these like odd shapes that are like, God, you kind of have to work around. And,
right.
You know, it's
or a certain way.
Yeah, it's. But overall, I mean, dude, it's fun, man. It's. I hope that I this feeling like never goes away for me.
Right.
You know, like it's fun. It's fun minus, you know, again, just we have challenges.
Yeah, of course.
You know, we have times sometimes when it's like,
of course, there's going to be days where you're pissed off about something.
Yeah.
Or you know, you might something breaks and you're like,
yeah,
shit.
Yeah. You know.
I mean, that stuff happens. That stuff happens.
But overall, it's super cool, man.
Have you encountered anything so far since you've been touring that you don't like about touring?
I think. Yeah. I don't like showering in shitty old venues.
Mm-hmm.
I hate porta potties. I hate having to use a porta potty.
Yeah.
You know, but those are all just like things. It's just whatever.
But that's normal human stuff.
Yeah,
though.
for
It's
sure.
You know, you don't have a hotel every night.
Yeah.
You don't have showers in the bus, really.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them,
Mm-hmm.
and when they do, they don't use them. Use them for a closet.
yeah.
You know, so yeah, we're victim to the venues,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of times you don't have time because your bus call is like now.
Yeah.
You know, so you're lucky to go in and rinse off or something. You know,
Yeah.
We've been fortunate, being the opener, the main support, that we get done early enough. But yeah, there's still some shitty.
What do I not?
Shitty showers.
What do I not like?
That's actually a pretty good answer. Everyone I've asked, I think, in this series, couldn't tell me anything they hated. And I mean, there's got to be something that, like myself, I don't mind the long drives most of the time, but if it's going from bus to plane to van to hotel, back to van, back to bus, if it's flip-flopping like that, drives me nuts.
Yeah.
Drives me nuts.
Those are rough. Those are like rough, like the the fly in, do a show, fly out same day, or you're in some shitty, you know, airport, hotel. That stuff is not fun, but you know.
Yeah. A lot of people said they missed home.
Yeah, I mean, obviously that, you know.
Being away from home.
Yeah, I miss my wife.
Yeah.
But
so when you are home and you're off the road, what's your favorite thing to do? I know you're at the shop a lot, but
I am at the shop a lot,
well,
a lot.
So if you're not at the shop, what's your favorite thing to do?
I think at home and just hanging out. Like, I actually like my wife. I actually like hanging out with her, you know? I feel like a lot of people.
There you
go. She tours as well. She's a musician.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Moa. If you see
the
this.
bass player, right?
Yeah, she's a bass player. She plays for Olivia Rodrigo. So I think we have that understanding, you know, of like I don't get mad. She doesn't get mad at me if I don't call her at a certain time or whatever. Because, you know, like on this tour, it's like sometimes we're dumping at 12 and sometimes at 1. And so it's like you just have to be flexible. And malleable to just work under those conditions, you know. And so she gets that, where I feel like sometimes I'll talk to people and they're like, oh, fuck, you know, my wife is pissed off because I didn't call her by 3. You know, usually it's like, ugh.
Oh,
like,
yeah, everything's timed. Sure.
You know?
And then you got time changes in different ways wherever you are,
that's what I'm saying. It's like,
you got to compensate for the time
you got to have someone that, like, trusts you
understands
and understands.
Her being in the business is huge.
Yeah.
You know, you're fortunate where a lot of wives don't do this.
Yeah.
Don't
husbands.
understand husbands.
You know?
Don't understand it. Yeah.
But aside from that, I like the gruntiness of it too.
Yeah.
But like you said, I mean, I'm still kind of new at it, so I don't know if that'll, like I said, I hope it never wears off.
The newness wears off.
It's like, I like it. It's fun, but I can see, like, at some point, like I still remember the first time, like, I got on a bus.
Yeah, me too.
And I remember thinking, like, dude,
you
like,
kind of dream of it as a kid, right?
Dude, it's like, I remember going to concerts and like kind of, you know, like walking around the venue or whatever to try and see somebody, and you see all like the trucks and the buses and people coming in and out, and people with, like, you know, the lammy and I was like, that's so cool, man. I can't wait to sleep on a bus.
Yeah.
I remember that. I remember my first bus thinking, like, I don't want anybody to know that this is the first time that I'm on a bus.
Right.
You know, and it's like, and I totally gave away myself because, like, I was like gonna sleep with my head towards the driver. Yeah. And then one of the guys was like, "Oh, don't sleep like that, because if he slams on his brakes, like, you're gonna hit." And I was just like,
neck.
"Oh," and he's like, "Is this your first time on the bus?" I was like, yeah. You know, I was just like, okay. Well, I mean, everybody at some point.
First time.
But But yeah, it's.
And then the other rules, you know, no crapping on the bus.
Yeah.
Which you learn the hard way. No, just
Wait, you can't? You can't go on the bus?
Oh,
really?
See? He still doesn't know.
Yeah.
I wonder what the hell that smell was.
Yeah.
Damn.
But no, it's fun, man. You know.
All right, last question for you then.
Yeah.
So, if you had your choice to tech for anybody, is there somebody out there that you'd love to tech for?
You know what? It's changed because, like, I mean, obviously, originally when I moved to LA because of Guns N' Roses. Yep. Like, as a guitar player, you know, Slash was like, dude, he was everything. I mean, he still is. But living in LA, you know, living in LA for 13 years now, and you start to meet, you know, like you start to meet your heroes, and certain people, I'm like, I look back now and I can be like, I wish I never would have met them. Yeah. I wish I would have just kept it as like, as my superhero. Right. Yeah, you know, and although I've heard nothing but good things about him. Yeah. I mean, dude, I would love to tech for him, but also then I've heard what his rig entails and what is required, and it's like, oh fuck,
it can be a lot.
I don't know if I want to do that. Right. You know, so it used to be him, but like now I'm like, I don't think so. Yeah. Okay. Who? I mean, God, I know. I don't know. I think. All right. Well, don't even pick an artist. We'll pick a band. As a band, who would you love to tour with? I think Metallica.
Yeah?
Yeah, okay. I think Metallica. I think I'd love to do like one of those big world stadium tours. Sure. Yeah. You know, but all right. Yeah, I think that's it. How about you? I'm sure they probably.
Who would I like to tour with? Man, if I had my choice, I'd love to go out with Sting.
Okay.
I love his drummers. Yeah. He always has like the best drummers.
Yeah.
And I love the music too. Yeah. So, whatever drummer he has, I'll be there.
Yeah.
I don't even care.
That'd be cool.
But you know, one of my favorite bands in the world is Cheap Trick. So I would absolutely jump on that.
Yeah.
So they tour a lot.
Yeah. There's still a chance.
Yeah, still a chance. Still a chance out there. Anybody that knows, send them my number. Dax, I'm here for you, buddy. Thanks for taking the time, Luiz. I really
buddy. Of course. Sorry, I keep looking at this little bug that's about to crawl into my butt.
And my coffee.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go. But thanks for watching, everybody.
Peace.
Thanks, Luiz.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, man.